Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Howdy there, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Brad's a little more famous than I am.
Oh, I don't know about that, Bob.
So-
Just yesterday, nobody knew who I was.
Yeah, so-
Even my wife.
So how we're going to talk about today is how to use the massage gun on Achilles tendonitis. So what is Achilles tendonitis?
Well, there's Achilles. You know the story about Achilles?
Yes, I do. Got shot by an arrow, right?
Yes, right there.
Right.
And anyways, that's another story.
Yeah.
You better get on with it.
Anyway, if you have pain over the Achilles tendon, that's often Achilles tendonitis. So that it's a band of tissue, very thick. I got it somewhat marked up here.
It is a heck of a tendon.
Yeah, it attaches, it's a very thick one, it attaches to two muscles that blend together and come together and attach to it, the gastrocnemius, and the soleus. What happens is quite often if you have a lack of flexibility and tightness, you can start to pull on that tendon a little bit too much, and you start developing micro tears and inflammation, a lot of overuse syndromes.
Right. So then you get itis or inflammation.
Right.
Achilles tendonitis.
So you'll feel it when you palpate or use your fingers to.
Yep, you push in there and you'll
Push
find
there.
where it's tender. You can actually pinch it. You can go along the calcaneus, the bone, and see if you can find out, if it is a very specific spot or if it's kind of broad.
Right. And if you raise up on your toes too, often you're going to feel it.
Oh, because
Yeah.
that muscle, that tendon is responsible for all your body weight when you're on one foot. So jumpers may have a problem, or running where you do a lot of repetitive.
Well, when you adjust to, remember when we made the adjustments to running more of on a forefoot running than on the back?
Yep.
Which is the way you want to run.
Right.
It's using the POSE method, P-O-S-E.
Right.
You can look it up. You're going to use your calf muscles more, and
Right.
they warn you that your calf muscles are going to get sore.
Right.
So
Baseball players, you accelerate as fast as you can off that base. Really takes. And I've worked with a couple of people
go
that
from 0 to 100
yeah,
right
that's
away.
where they rip their Achilles tendon.
And hamstrings.
Yeah.
So anyway, what we're going to recommend is two types of massage. Here, first is just kind of a general massage. You're going to massage the calf muscle because you want to make sure that's supple. Those two muscles are supple so they don't pull on that tendon as hard.
Yep, because they're directly connected. If they're tight, then that tendon doesn't have a chance to relax and heal.
The next one is we're going to do cross fiber. And the tendon fibers run this way. We're going to want you to do cross fiber across it. And that's going to help to heal the most, to be honest with you. That's where you can really make a difference. But we have a little caveat here, Brad.
Caveat.
A
Whoa.
warning.
Okay.
Basically, you're not going to do cross fiber on the fibers on the back of the tendon.
Sure.
It's actually on the sides.
Right.
So on this side or this side, if you use your hand, you can actually pinch it like that.
You can manually massage.
You absolutely can.
Just like this, but your fingers get pretty tired pretty quick.
And, ideally you want to do this for a pretty good length of time. You can do this for up to 15 minutes, or I like to spread it out throughout the day, Brad, like do 5 minutes at a time. So, Brad, do you want to show first maybe the ball attachment?
Yep. So you got a ball attachment on these guns, or hopefully you do. All of our guns have all these. So I've got it on this. This is the kind of our medium-sized gun, and we're going this way. So I mean, if you're going to work the calf first, the muscle, you can work that directly in. It's a large muscle group for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You can do it crossways.
Or you can strip along they call it stripping, right along the fibers, going along the fibers of the muscle.
Sure. You're going to spend some time on this. It should typically feels pretty good unless it's real tight and sore. But
if it's a tender spot, keep working that tender spot till the pain goes down.
Yeah, get that muscle to release.
Yeah, you want to work it. It may take a couple minutes or even longer.
Now, again, with the injury is down at the Achilles tendon where it comes together, when you get done up here, now with this, I'm probably not going to go directly into it like Bob had said. We're going to work the fibers crosswise. And you can do that because this is reciprocating this way. And I'm just going to gently go on it. You got to watch out for your
Right.
calcane. What do we call this bone? The malleolus.
Lateral and medial malleolus.
Yeah, the ankle bone, if
The
you will.
ankle bone, yes.
And there, right in this area, there happens to be a nerve bundle as well. So you don't, if you get some pain that hurts or sends some shocks and tingling, get away from that. That means you're on that nerve, and we don't want to do that.
So Brad came up with this idea of going sideways, and I think it's really probably one of his best thoughts he's had in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, think you.
So
And
yeah,
go both sides of it too. I'm
Yeah.
going to go in the medial and the lateral.
now
in
I'm
and
going to show you
outside.
another option that's a little more aggressive. So we got this one that is flat, but on the sides it's really got a little more of a sharp edge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rounded, but it's sharp.
It's like a pancake.
So once that one is maybe tolerable and no pain anymore,
Yep.
you might go to this one. You can really get aggressive on this one, Brad.
Sure. Just because it's a narrow,
Yeah, it's a narrow spot.
not like a knife, but it.
That is working good. That is aggressive.
Would you just go that way, or can you turn it this way as well?
Which way?
This way.
Yeah, it could go either way.
And again, you have to listen to your body. We're not creating or irritating it. After you work it for 30 seconds or so, it should start to feel better, numbish. If you get sharp pain, you're on a tender spot. Do not work that. Work around it, and as it gets better, sometimes it may take a day or two. Work towards that tender spot as it feels it better and
Right.
improves.
You definitely don't want to keep doing it if it just keeps getting
Yep.
pain keeps getting worse.
Yep.
Brad, I'm sorry to say,
What?
but my way works better.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, I'm just giving options,
It's just
Bob.
really aggressive. Feel that once.
Oh, yeah.
Do
Well,
it
let
to
me
yourself.
see.
Do it to yourself and see if you give the same opinion. Okay, now I'll try it that way.
Yeah, I think you're right, Bob.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I'm not going to disagree.
You know what?
I might.
He's an agreeable
Whoa.
person.
Yeah.
That actually works that tendon really quite well.
We've
I'm
had
a little
people
shocked myself.
Comment about this field goal. We call it
Sure.
the field goal attachment. We don't use it very often.
No,
but
sometimes on the spine,
Yeah.
on both sides of the spine.
on our videos, our program section, we do have one where we show how to use that properly on the spine. You could go, actually it bridges right across. Now again, when you get down here around your ankle bones, you really have to be careful because that's going to hurt and give you problems. So I personally, I'll do it up in this area above the ankle bones. I'm not going to get down in here because I'm just touching and I can tell
it fires.
it's no good.
Yeah.
You start banging on those nerves in there, you're going to have problems. But back in here, it works all right, and we can work it this way.
Get some really good point pressure with that. And you can
This actually feels real good, Bob.
Skip it.
I'm
There
going
we
to
go.
keep going for a
So
while.
you want to experiment.
Yeah.
You find out what works for you and give it a try. This video, by the way, is part of a series of videos on massage guns. So if you want to see the entire series, go to bobbrad.com, go to the program section. You'll see the one on massage guns, but there's also ones on sciatica and shoulder pain.
Tens.
And plantar fasciitis,
Yeah.
yes.
So each one has a category of a number of videos, about 10 minutes long. It has the title specifically, so you don't have to read all of them or watch all of them.
Watch all of them. Just pick the ones that pertain to you.
Watch it, and a big bonus is we have a PDF printout that has a complete review that Bob has typed up for you. You can look at that after you look at the massage, so you don't have to keep going back and forth when you kind of forgot little things about how to do things.
And what is the cost, Brad? What
Bob,
are we charging today?
this is incredible.
Yeah.
You're going to drop your drawers. Well, my dad used to say that. Anyways, it's free, completely free. We don't even ask for your email. So hold them up.
We're going to blow your hair back. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.